The concept and problems of spacetime, dark energy 2, problems in spacetime. The theory of relativity thinks of space from the perspective of the inertial system. If space is bent by the speed or mass of matter, then the bending is changing, so time occurs. This is the concept of spacetime. Since change itself is time, space and time are seen as one. In this case, it is said that space moves like matter. But in the theory of relativity, matter does not actually move. Therefore, it is said that space fluctuates like matter and that matter does not actually accelerate, but moves in a straight line. In the theory of relativity, time and space change in reverse, due to the invariance of the speed of light and the inertial system. However, what is interesting is that the invariance of the speed of light is calculated in three-dimensional space, not spacetime. If spacetime is correct, then all interactions must take place in spacetime. However, all things exist in three-dimensional space. In other words, if there is no third dimension, then spacetime cannot exist. Spacetime may be a theory that distorts space by denying the change of matter in outer space. When space bends, it means that space changes, and when it changes, it means that space accelerates. Doing accelerated exercise means absorbing and consuming energy. In the end, matter does nothing and space does things for you. In the inertial system, matter has no physical action. It does not consume energy, and maintains the original state of movement over time. This is not physical action, but physicists talk about it as if it were a physical action. Space has no boundaries, so it cannot be observed or calculated. This is said as if it can be observed and calculated. It is just the movement of matter in space, absorbing and consuming energy. Matter in space has fluctuations, but they do not understand the difference in the variability of materials, and recognize them as the variability of space. Using the concept of spacetime, the acceleration system and the inertial system are separated. It is a concept that the mass of matter inertial system governs the universe acceleration system. However, in the theory of relativity, the mass of matter determines the size of space. As the mass increases, the space that must be traveled becomes smaller. As space becomes smaller, it is difficult to accelerate. Time gradually slows down. When space converges to zero, mass diverges infinitely, and it becomes a world without acceleration. It is a world without the comings and sorrows of matter. This is the worldview of black holes. Only gravity exists, where space does not exist, and a world where gravity is divine. It is a story that gravity exists alone and dominating the universe. From the perspective that space is no boundaries, we are talking about the mass of matter, as if it can do anything in space, even though there is nothing that can do it. If the mass of matter inertial frame is I am the universe and the whole. In other words, it is the same as saying that the center of the universe is gravity. This is a familiar word that is quite like something. The ideas of Platonism, the theories derived from them, flawlessness and infallibility, omnipotence, predestination, fascism, chosen classes, ideologies, egalitarianism, etc., are still widely prevalent. Reflections on dark energy. When space is bent, it means that space is in accelerated motion, and energy must be consumed by space. If space expands, there must be corresponding energy. However, if space has no shape and no boundaries, space cannot expand. It can be said that it is the result of mistakenly thinking that the fluctuation of matter is the variability of space. If matter moves on its own, dark energy cannot be produced. It is easy to observe the acceleration of matter, but they deny it and are searching for illusory theories. Like humans, matter moves instantaneously and must move on its own, and space does not move instead. These arguments are semi-temporal theories that deny changing reality. Even though there is nothing that can exist without daily energy, it is a story that is far from the world and talks as if there is a perfect world. But the world we live in is a world where everything will be destroyed tomorrow. It is a world that plunges many people into a closed and dark world without communication. Dark energy is an extension of the black hole worldview. This is a theory that goes against the direction of light, and is an illusion theory created by man. People are addicted to this and continue to create false theories.